everyone, welcome back to JP WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and having a lovely bank holiday weekend enjoying this sunshine. Guys, thank you very much for joining. This is the live watch along for the last time this season on this channel, where we're going to be documenting West Ham away up at Portland Road to play against Ipswich Town for the last game in the Premier League. But as always, guys, this live stream is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below. That will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website. And as you can see from the icon that's up here, there's some really nice retro gear in there. And there's one Ipswich retro shirt along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral and Umbro. So go check those out as well. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, as they are currently supporting close to, if not over, 90 separate food banks by the time of this live broadcast. So guys, go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to the club shop, and you'll be helping those the less fortunate than you and I. But as always, guys, there is the your result predictions poll in the live chat, so by all means please do put that. And while we're going through the team sheets, let's by all means please do put your live score predictions, or your full-time score prediction I should say, in the live chat, so we can see what you guys are thinking at the end of the game. So so for in goal for Ipswich is Palmer, with a back four in front of him of Davis, Greaves, O'Shea and Tunanzibi, I think you pronounce that. With Khalisti and Morsey in the defensive midfield positions, with Broadhead, Chaplin and Hutchinson in midfield supporting Hurst up front. On the bench for Ipswich is Boniface, Burgess, Clark, Delap, Ulongo, Zimodic, Taylor, Walton and Wolfeden. In relation to the West Ham side, looks like sentiment has finally got to Graham Potter. Or is it the fact that Fabianski hasn't made as many mistakes as Areola has recently, but Fabianski is in goal with a back three this time still of Mavropanos, Kilman and Tobido. Ollie Skulls and Wan-Bissaka as the wing backs by the looks of it, with Alvarez and Ward-Prowse in midfield, with Souček in front of those two, supporting Fulkrug and Jared Bowen up front. And on the bench is Areola, Soufal, Creswell, Ings, Irving, Kudus, Guilherme, Rodriguez and Paquetá. So yeah, very, very interesting lineup, guys. Let me just come forward a little bit further, make it that's better. Yeah, there we go. Hey. Yeah, so yeah, very interesting lineup in a good way as well, for that matter, because as I said in the preview, I'd like to have Areola remaining in goal so he can justify his position there, but unfortunately that's not been the case. So guys, as always, there's the live chat poll to give your result predictions, and also in the live chat give your score predictions as well, for that matter, because nobody is watching yet, regardless of how many people are watching. There's 9 people watching and no one's done what I've asked you to do yet, so everyone's off to the great start as usual. So if you can please put your score predictions in the live chat. But you have cast your votes in the poll. Thank you very much, guys. Most of you are going for a West Ham win, and it looks like 8 of you gone for West Ham win and 2 of you have gone for a draw. At least 1 of you, I should say, has gone for a draw. So Victoria, welcome, nice to see you. And Jonathan Newby is Mr. I should say. Jonathan, hello mate, good to see you. Rick says, hi guys, hope everyone's well. 3-1 West Ham. Jason saying 2-0. Yep. That's cool. So yeah, more votes coming in now. 11 people have voted. The majority of you are going for a West Ham win. 82% of you so far. Yep, and myself, I think it's going to be an early 2-1 West Ham. I really hope that it will be as well, for that matter. And of course, I'm sure that once Brain clocks in, he's going to be giving us his updates on the Spurs game. Victoria saying West Ham 5, Ipswich 0. We're not going to. I'd love to see that, but we're not going to see a Norwich scoreline, unfortunately. It would be nice. I'll try and keep you guys updated with the scores as well, for that matter, because let's say it's the last game of the season, guys. Let's not get too disheartened. Whatever happens, at the end of the day, we are safe. I've been saying it all season. Unfortunately, the only reason why we were safe was because the 3 excuse me, were because the 3 promoted teams were shit and got themselves relegated. That's the only reason why we're safe. I've been saying that all season, unfortunately. But yeah, George Kerr says 3-1 win. Welcome, George. And John says Ipswich 10, West Ham 25. So he's thinking an early 2-1 as well, by the looks of it, if you do the mathematics on that. But yeah, a little bit disappointing to see, not to see that Jared Bowen was not called up for England. Looks like we're going to have top 6 syndrome under Tuchel. Unfortunately, he's going to go for the big clubs again. But I'm hoping Bowen proves him wrong. But again, it's just the qualifiers. And guys, they're not exactly difficult opposition. What is it? Senegal and... who were the other ones? Senegal and who? Senegal and... Where is it? Yeah. Andorra, if I remember correctly, and then Senegal. Where are we? Let's have a look. Yeah, Andorra and Senegal. Not exactly hard opposition, is it, really? Don't get me wrong. Senegal have got some good players in their squad. Don't get me wrong. But, yeah, not exactly going to be setting the world like that lot, are they? No disrespect to them, but they're generally not. There's 18 people watching and only 5 likes. Guys, if you're liking it, by all means, please do hit the like button as well. And thank you to everybody that subscribed. 365 people have subscribed over the last couple of weeks. It's been bonkers, but thank you to everybody. We're 3,233 going into this game. So yeah, guys, please do subscribe if you're enjoying the content as well, for that matter. If you are new to the channel and you haven't watched this before and you've recently subscribed in the last couple of weeks, welcome. It's fantastic to see you. What we're doing is literally we're going to be talking. You'll see the live scores up there on the clock and everything. And then at halftime, depending on what the results are, there's going to be music to suit what's happened in the first half. And of course, animations as well to keep everybody engaged. But guys, yeah, please, if you haven't already done so, because there's 14 people watching, only 12 votes in the chat. I know, come on guys, put your votes in, because it's not going to be open for much longer. But most of you again are going, so it's 3/4 of you guys have gone, I'd say 10, maybe 11 have gone for a West Ham win, and a couple of people have gone for a draw by the looks of the stats there. Let's see what else is going on here. Jason says the bottom 3 were terrible, but if we didn't get those points under Lopetegui, could be very different. 100%, Jason. Yes. This week we're going to be doing a live broadcast as a season review, probably on Wednesday. I think Wednesday night. So I'm going to be trialing a new system, because the system that I'm normally use for guests, Skype, went dead this month. But I found a new system, and hopefully I haven't been able to test it yet, but hopefully everything will be able to come on it. And talk to which, Dennis, hello mate, Danny Ings to come on and win it. Victoria says, I hope Liverpool lose. So yeah, so 14 votes, guys, and 15 people watching. Come on, cast your votes in the live chat if you haven't already done so. And Dennis, mate, give us your score prediction. And as I say, if you can, please confirm if you're free Wednesday night, because I know you said any night but Thursday. So can we do it Wednesday? Should we do it Wednesday? Let us know, mate. But yeah, so this poll's going to be closing very, very shortly. But of course, as always, guys, for the last time this season, well, the penultimate time this season, especially match day season, your good health. And I wish you all guys all the best. Not this weekend, but for your future endeavours as well, for that matter. I need to put some weight on around my neck. I caught myself. I looked like a fucking tortoise earlier. Brain says West Ham win. Not committal. Welcome, mate. Not committal on the score prediction. Just saying West Ham win. You've got pretty close, Brain, over the last few watch-alongs, mate. You've got pretty close in terms of your... here we go. Dennis says 1-0. Yeah, Danny Ings tap in, and yes, free Wednesday, so as long as man flu clears up. It's not a thing. It's not a thing. Man flu, by its literal definition, is a man sitting in bed going, oh, I feel sorry for myself because I got a cold. But yeah, 14 votes of you guys. But yeah, 17 people watching. Come on, only 8 likes. I know you... You're not a thing. On form as ever, Dennis, I see. But, yeah. Brain says 2-0 West Ham. Be nice. So I know I'm tempting fate here, guys. I really know I'm tempting fate. But as it stands at the moment, if we get 3 points, we're potentially 14th. Potentially. If Spurs get all 3 points, you could also fight us for 14th. And if Manchester United win today as well, for that matter, they could fight us for 14th. So it's anything going on with all three teams trying to jump up an extra place. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. So yeah, so it could, well, but we'll come back to the table after kickoff. But guys, I'm now going to be closing the live chat poll. So if you haven't already done so, thank you to everybody that has voted. With it. Their West Ham win with 73%. So that's basically 13 of the 15 of you guys. No, actually, no more than that. In fact, that's going to be where are we? That's going to be 4. It's going to be 4 casting for a draw by the looks of it, give or take. But anyway, doesn't matter. Closing it now in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so just to recap on that, guys, for the game, those 2 games in there. So Man United are at home to Villa, and Spurs are at home to Brighton. So yeah, Victoria says, "Can you wish Jonathan a happy birthday for next Saturday, JP?" Of course, Jonathan, mate. Have a great birthday. Have a fantastic birthday, mate. I hope you have a good one. I hope the weather keeps nice for you as well, whatever you got planned. Spurs will win, says Brain. Villa will slap United. Jonathan Eby says, "I feel like Wan-Bissaka will get Hammers Player of the Season." He did. He got it before the. Sorry, that way I should say, 'cause that's the past, isn't it? He got that in the. In the build up, I should say, to the Forest game. But yep, champions of Europe taken to the pitch. Champions in Europe, not of Europe. We've got to wait and see what Chelsea does yet. But yeah, so 20 people watching. Thank you very much, guys. And I hope if you're enjoying this chat, then by all means, guys, seriously, just because it's the same old guys having a chat in the chat, by all means, put your comments in the comment section as well, guys. 23 people watching. Come on, give us your score predictions, new people. I know some of you listen to this on this is background on the telly. That's fine. Haven't got a problem with that. But I'd like you to engage in the chat as well. You can see the live chat on the screen for a lot of you guys on smart tellies anyway. So, but yeah, I'd like to see what you guys get to see. But more importantly, as I say, please do engage. The more likes this stream gets, genuinely, the more advertising it gets on YouTube. It's not everybody saying that just for the sake of it. So it looks like the kickoff's going to be any second. You know, it's not advertised. It's not YouTube content creators asking for attention. Generally isn't. The more likes more likes these get, the more advertising it gets on YouTube. And we're off on our way to the decimation of West Ham by the looks of things. So ball straight up. It goes straight out again after the clearance for off to Debo. Goes out for an Ipswich throw-in. So apologies, guys. I'm not very knowledgeable of these Ipswich numbers, so do bear with me. I'll try and learn as quickly as possible. Dennis says 1-0 to Betis for now with a long range tap in on the 91st minute. Ball thrown in. Headed out by Kilman. Not the best of strikes, but again gets cleared out this time by Alvarez by the looks of him, and again goes out for a throw-in. Richards Avengers, hello mate. Don't forget the like vid. My prediction. Don't forget like vid. My prediction is Ipswich 2, West Ham 8. My mum says Ipswich 3, West Ham 4. Hope you're keeping rich. Hope you're keeping well, Rich, mate. I'm looking forward to your extra time, added time predictions as well, for that matter. I think Jonathan Newman thinks Fulkrug will get 6 goals. The Ipswich aren't that bad. They're not great, but they're not that bad. I mean, it'd be astounding if Fulkrug gets a brace, much less a hat trick, much less 2 of them. But anyway, so actually, no, it looks like being a change of goalkeeper. Actually, it was like Walton's in charge, and not actually the goalkeeper we previously talked about. It now looks like a 3-1-4-2 from West Ham by the looks of formations here. But anyway. So Alvarez running over the halfway line. Trying to find Bowen, but gives it straight into the box, and the goalkeeper picks it up. So again, Walton is in goal for Ipswich, not the previous goalie that we thought we had up in the animation. And he gives that to O'Shea. He dinks it through to Chaplin. But Wan-Bissaka gets the ball. Alvarez to Kilman, to Mavropanos just behind the centre circle. And now to Debo. Very much a back three, keeping in place. Wan-Bissaka. Ward-Prowse up to try and find Bowen, but Ipswich intercepted it. Ward-Prowse, Souček is trying to get the ball back off him. But Moray gets the ball through to, by the time, Broadhead. And now the ball to Moray again. And Chaplin. Kilman intercepts, and Skarsman not the best of back passes to Fabianski, but he does it, and he hoofs the ball long, trying to find Fulkrug, which he does. Gets to Souček just from halfway in. Skulls. Back to Kilman. So it sounds like Tony Gale's on co-commentaries here. They'll be quite entertaining. Fabianski on the ball just in the D. To Debo. Straight up to Ward-Prowse, who gives it over to Bowen on the right-hand side. Running in. Fulkrug trying to get into the positions. He gets the ball. Back climp to Bowen again. Bowen goes for goal, and just a few yards wide. Victoria says, I'm going to miss this season. You're going to be the only one by the looks of it, unfortunately, Victoria. It's been a shocking season. It really has. And as I say, when we do the live the live season review, so guys, keep an eye out for that if you can. Wednesday night, probably about 8 o'clock. I think we'll probably go live about 8 o'clock. But yeah, if you can, keep an eye out for that. But come on, guys, 26 people watching. Come on, put your thoughts in the live chat as the game's progression. It's a conversation where you and I are talking about the game, just not me being a commentator the entire time. Alvarez to Debo, gives it to Mavropanos, gives it back to Debo. Runs through. Wan-Bissaka. Bowen sitting deep, but unfortunately loses the ball. Now Ipswich on the slow counter-attack, but Bowen wins the ball back to Wan-Bissaka, and it gets to Debo via Ward-Prowse. I think those are by Souček, I should say. And now Kilman thinking about the ball, passing it back to Fabianski. He takes one touch and then clears, but it almost puts it out. But great ball from Debo. Couldn't. No. All right, Wan-Bissaka. I was going to say that it looked like it clearly went out from this angle, but clearly not. So Mavropanos from Debo. And now Kilman. Back to Fabianski. Fabianski hoofs it long because there's no other fucking options as usual. Now up to Bowen. Bowen gets the ball. Fulker coming into the box, lays it through. Almost an own goal there. Almost an own goal from, what was it? It looked like O'Shea to Walton. But Walton read it well and was able to clear it properly. And now the two of them are having a conversation about it. Yeah, not good. Not good. Let me just double check while we're looking at this replay of that attack. Yeah, so Palmer was originally meant to be in goal for Ipswich, but now it looks like it's but well, it's not anymore, is it? It's Walton. So something's happened with Palmer there to be relegated out of the side completely. Souček to Ward-Prowse. Wan-Bissaka. So over to Skulls on the other side of the pitch. Kilman to Skulls. And then Mavropanos to Debo just behind the halfway line. Is it back to Kilman and now to Skulls over the halfway line. Good ball up to Bowen. Sorry, to Souček, I should say. Now to Hang on, who was that? Yeah, to Kilman. Kilman getting sitting really quite deep. So it only looks like Tadibo and Mavropanos are sitting back as the only defenders. Everyone else is pushing up, just as you see Kilman walking past it. But Wan-Bissaka keeping some good control of it and gets a throw in as a result of it. Lucas, welcome. Where are you watching it? On my telly. Wan-Bissaka with the throw in and taken. Ball back. Tadibo. Alvarez. Kilman back to Alvarez. Bit of a melee, but comes through, and Scarles misses the opportunity from Alvarez in the centre circle and goes out for an Ipswich throw-in. But yeah. So yeah, where are we? So what's going on? So yeah, ball back to O'Shea. And that's Murray, who hoofs it long. Scrapping with Mavropanos, that centre forward there. I think it was Hurst by the looks of it, but Mavropanos comes away with the ball, gives it to Scarles on the other side of the box, and Kilman hoofs it long inside the box. Falkirk gets fouled, but Alvarez wins the ball back, but loses the ball, gets intercepted, and now Broadhead's on the attack, fighting very well. Wan-Bissaka there for the ball. Kilman from Mavropanos. And now Ollie Scarles. Nice little dink there to confuse Hutchinson as it gives it back to Kilman, who's going to give it back to Scarles again. And then Scarles to Souček, Alvarez, Scarles, Kilman, right down the left-hand side, hoofs it long. Tries to find Bowen, but it gets intercepted once again. A little bit of a argy-bargy going on here, and it's a free kick. There's free kick to Ipswich. Just because, to be fair, Souček does accidentally, by the looks of it, fall on Chaplin. I think that is. Corster. Who's there? Was Corster? Yeah, it was Chaplin. Yeah. Jonathan Newby says he's very impressed with Scarles. We are, mate. That's one of the reasons why as a collective we voted for him of young Hammer of the season. But yeah, agreed. I'm so glad he's in the side. Really, really am, because he's not deserved to be out of the side for the last few games. He really hasn't been, and so far, yeah, almost just coming up to 10 minutes on the clock. He's done really, really well so far. But it looks like Davis is going to take the free kick. Ball in, headed out quite sufficiently. Colin Doby is saying, are any of the players wearing flip-flops? Welcome, Colin. No, they don't look like they're on holiday yet, or on the beach, as the old cliche goes. That's why you're asking that question. But you never know. You have to wait and see what happens after the 10-minute mark, which is coming up any second now. Yes, I'm only like half a second behind the actual counter clock of the channel I'm watching it on. But yeah, Fabianski's going to take the long goal kick by the looks of it. Fulkrug up to Bowen, who feeds it to Wan-Bissaka, right in the middle of the pitch. Bowen back to Wan-Bissaka again, and gives it to Ward-Prowse, just on the right-hand side. Over to Wan-Bissaka, and he gets a throw-in as a result of it. Comes off the ankle of, I think it was Greaves, I'm not 100%. Was that? Yeah, Greaves. Ward-Prowse, Bowen, Wan-Bissaka, Bowen again, Wan-Bissaka, Alvarez shouting instructions, Wan-Bissaka to Bowen again, and he dinks it down to Debo, who gives it to Kilman. Mavropanos in the centre circle of the half, the Ipswich half. Now back to Debo, now back to Ward-Prowse, now to Bowen, trying to find Fulkrug. He does, he gives it to Alvarez, who keeps the ball well, gives up to very nice movement from, gives up to Kilman, tries to put a ball in, but gets a deflection off Chaplin. And now the back five are passing it around themselves in the Ipswich side. Scarles has given Tanzabi quite some grief there by the looks of it. But now they're on the break now. Broadhead running through, slips over himself and still manages to get time to pass it over to Hutchinson, who's in the box. And a good save from Fabianski there. So possibly, Colin, looks like some of them may be starting to put their flip-flops on. Victoria says, I'm going to a show in St Helens. Good to know. Just looking at the replay. Honestly, it's just so stupid. He loses footing. Alvarez doesn't know what to do. He just literally just stutters himself, and it enables the pass to get them into the box. And it's an easy save for Fabianski, to be fair. But there we go. So Alvarez to Fulkrug in the West Ham half of the centre circle. He hoofs it up to Bowen on the right-hand side, but just gets an interception. But the ball bounces nicely to Ward-Prowse on the right-hand side. And now to Fulkrug, just coming into the centre part of the pitch. And gives it to Mavropanos in the centre circle to Kilman back in the Ipswich half. And the Scars back to Kilman, who now crosses into the West Ham half and gives it to Mavropanos. I like this. There's a lot of movement, but... So Todibo back to Mavropanos again. Mavropanos no idea what he's going to do, so he gives it to Todibo by the looks of it, who hoofs it over to Ward-Prowse on the Wan-Bissaka, sorry, on the right-hand side. Now to Ward-Prowse. He tracks it in through back to Wan-Bissaka, running down the right-hand side. Ball to nobody. But only Fulkrug was alive to it, but unfortunately wasn't fast enough, and now it's switching on the counter-attack slowly but surely. Good tackle from Wan-Bissaka there, to be fair. And the referee's allowed to play on, which is good. Ward-Prowse over to Kilman in the centre West Ham half. And now Alvarez in the centre circle in the West Ham half. Hoofing it long, trying to find Bowen. He does get him, but he loses his footing, unfortunately, but gets the ball back nicely. And then almost runs into Ward-Prowse. But there to Alvarez. Now to Ward-Prowse. To Souček, back to Ward-Prowse. A quick 1-2 between the two of them. Over to Mavropanos and the Ipswich centre circle side. Todibo over to Wan-Bissaka. Now back to Todibo. So yes, guys, we are having quite a lot of possession if you're only just listening to this. Mavropanos crosses the halfway line. Coming into the Ipswich side. And then over to Skulls. Jesus, Cameron, sort your ND filters out. Jesus, Kilman to Mavropanos, who hoofs it back to Fabianski, who is going to hoof it long. Yep. Skulls intercepts that pass. Really good movement from him. Really good movement. Alvarez telling him to calm down a little bit. Kilman. Ward-Prowse. Looks like it's going to be a free kick by the looks of it. Jonathan Newby says Fabianski's work rate is still good. I've got to disagree with you there, mate, because he's standing still for the majority of the time. So he's not running around like a midfielder or centre forward. I know what you're saying, because he's I know what you mean, but it's not work rate. I know where you're going with it, though. But Ward-Prowse, sorry, Todibo to Mavropanos, who hoofs it long, try and find Skulls, but he puts it out for an Ipswich throw in and said, no, I need to take a drink because my vocal cords are getting very dry. So Chaplin's down by the looks of it. Or he's playing with his socks. So Crystal Palace are 1-0 up over Liverpool. Excuse me, the only team to have scored so far. Come on, Palace. Beat them. The FA Cup winners. And of course, congratulations to us. There's been our previous youngster, Ben Johnson. But yeah, congratulations, of course, to Sunderland, and commiserations to Leyton Orient for losing to Charlton 1-0, unfortunately, in the League One playoff final earlier today. But last two playoff finals, they've been quite entertaining. Not brilliant, but they've been entertaining in parts. So something's going on with Chaplin there. So there's 30 people watching. Come on, guys. If you haven't already done so, sorry, 46 people watching. Come on, guys. Put your thoughts in the live chat. Let me know what you're thinking on this. And stop picking your nose live on telly. West Ham is better than Liverpool. Not really, they're champions. He goes out for throwing again. Brain says, come on, you hammers. Not bad for a spud. By the way, Brain, I really, really do hope that your fan base is going to be a little bit more tolerable for the next few weeks after winning on that own goal. Because honestly, I mean, Brain's a quality Spurs fan. He really, really is. He's a really, really cool guy, and we've had some good conversations over the last 4 or 5 years, mate. Spurs have just won. Have just scored 1-0 over Brighton. So Scars with the throw-in to Alvarez from Fulkrug. Over to Wan-Bissaka. Oh, trying to feed Fulkrug in there, but it's a bit of a daisy cutter and it gets cleared out for a no, stays in. Ward-Prowse, Fulkrug. Sorry, Alvarez to Dido. Or Todibo, I should say, or Todibo. Ward-Prowse back to Alvarez. Up to Wan-Bissaka. Very short pass to him, but he does it eventually. Now down back to Dido in the second centre West Ham half. Mavropanos. So Kilman on touching down the left-hand side and back to Fabianski to get some space in there because there's loads of space in the centre of the pitch and no one's using. Fabianski puts the ball exactly there, but unfortunately gets intercepted once again. And as Jules is saying, please like, share and subscribe, guys. It'd be very nice if you could. Thank you, Jules, for reminding everybody. But Ipswich still in possession now with Maurici, I think, by the looks of it. And they're down to Tanzabi. He hoofs it long to try and get Hutchinson involved in the play, but he does. Scars has given him no options. Alvarez clears. Just Jesus. And yeah, not the best of play from West Ham there. Alvarez puts it right to an Ipswich player who bounces straight back, but Fabianski is able to tell everybody to leave it, and he kept the ball. West Ham are having a good game so far, says Victoria. Yeah, to a degree, I'll agree with that on that one. We've certainly had the lion's share of the possession, that's for sure. Definitely, which is why my throat is very, very dry at the moment. I mean, just looking at the stats as it stands at the moment, we've had 77.9% possession. So it makes sense at the moment. But it means nothing if you don't do anything with it. And we're not really doing, all we're doing is passing it around. Not really doing much with it. Fabianski back from Kilman. Over to Debo on the right-hand side. Up to Wan-Bissaka. Fulkrug. It gets flattened. But it is a fair pass. And can Hutchinson keep it in? No, he can't. So it goes for West Ham throw-in once again. So Brentford has scored over Wolves as well, for that matter. So as it stands at the moment, table-wise, Spurs are 14th. And we are 16th as it stands. So just recap, Man City 1-0 away over Fulham, which you'd expect that. Palace 1-0 away over at Liverpool, which you wouldn't expect. Spurs at home 1-0 over Brighton, and Brentford away at Wolves 1-0 to Brentford, as I just mentioned. But just giving you guys a recap just in case. Just in case. So yeah, 46 people watching. Come on, guys. Smash that like button, because only 1 in 4 of you have hit it so far. And thank you to the person that's 2 people that have subscribed today so far. Much appreciated. I'm glad people are enjoying it. So throw-in taken. There's a bit of movement after that, but it goes for Ipswich. And a ball in. Not the best of places from Murray, but it's a good attempt to get from their captain. It's a good attempt to get the ball in, though, to be fair. Okay, guys, so we're coming up to the halfway point of the first half. So in the live chat, for everybody that is watching this, not just the regulars, everybody, the 49 people that are watching, put your comments in the live chat. Let me know how you feel the first quarter, shall we say, the first half of this half has gone. Because I genuinely want to know what you guys are thinking. So as Tobido puts the ball over, but gets it intercepted once again by Ipswich. But a nice recovery run from Kilman, helping out Mavropanos and Ward-Prowse over to Wan-Bissaka on the right-hand side. Now back to Bowen, back to Ward-Prowse via Wan-Bissaka. Souček back to Ward-Prowse again in the West Ham half. Wan-Bissaka down the right-hand side in the Ipswich half, tracks back to the halfway line and tries to find Ward-Prowse, but gets intercepted once again. And Ipswich on the counter-attack again. They are giving us a game completely. Morey. Hutchinson via Chaplin. Tadebo heads out. Fulkrug. And again, Bowen too slow. And now the number 24 Greaves is running at the post and up. And Mavropanos makes the clearance and puts it out for a throw. This is what I said about I feel sorry for the Ipswich fans, because Ipswich are, in the last few minutes, have been playing some really, really good football. Really, really have. Jonathan Newby says, West Ham doing okay first half. Stefan Gonzo. I wonder. Potter out. Kilman wouldn't even get in Ukraine's second division teams. I don't think that's the real Gonzo somehow. Close. Colin Dobie, lots of possessions but no goals. Absolutely, mate. 100%. Literally just kind of repeating what I said a few minutes ago. But yeah, completely. And as a result, I have to agree with you, because you were basically saying the same thing that I am, albeit in a what's his name? Jamie Redknapp style way of putting it. So ball to Chaplin. And ball gets defused by Tadebo, who hoofs it long, trying to find Bowen out on the left-hand side. But again, because the pitch is so small, it goes out for a Ipswich throw-in. So, yeah, but to echo what most of you guys are saying, yeah, we're doing all right. Let's say Ipswich are playing well. They are playing well, but... And I do feel sorry for them for not being able to survive this season, because they've shown a few times that they can play football, and they're kind of doing it again today. So who's that? Is that Davis? Yeah, giving reams of space. Reams of space, even, I should say. Davis hits it in and Skulls puts it out for a throw-in. Good lad. Right in the box as well, for that matter. Brain says, I think West Ham's communication in defending is their main problem this season. 100%, mate. 100%. We've been talking about that a lot this season. Really have. Now, I need to do some maintenance just as the ball's bouncing around between the Ipswich players. I know, I appreciate it's not the best time, but I need to sort this out because this is driving me crazy. There you go. That's it. So Ipswich still in possession over on the left-hand side now. Good save from Fabianski, but Ipswich keep the ball in. Hutchinson on the ball just outside the box. No, it's just inside the box, I should say. Avrapanos, Kilman from Hutchinson, and Bowen's very close there, very, very close. With it could have been fouled, called as a foul there, but Ipswich still in possession. But a good save. Hopefully, when the ball goes out of play next, we'll see the replay of that goal attempt, because that looked absolutely superb. It really, really did. Hutchinson. And ball all the way back to Walton. So nothing really doing with the goalkeeper at the moment. Passing it around the back. So yeah, all Ipswich defenders, and the only Fulkrug's the only one running around for it, really. And now now Ipswich on the counter attack again with Chaplin. It gives it to where's his name? Broadhead. Make West Ham great again. Sitting back against relegated Ipswich. Potter out. We've not been sitting back, mate, I'm afraid. Really hasn't been. We've been quite passing it around, but not doing really much with it. Was nearer the point, but you know the momentum of the game is with Ipswich at the moment. Not O'Shea. Where is it? Is Hutchinson? Tanzabi cleared out by Soucek, but only as far as Morey. Morey goes for it and just a couple of yards wide of the far post for Fabianski. But yeah, Fabianski's not happy. I'm trying to see who he was shouting at, but can't really see it. Yeah, such a good attempt there with the replay from Hutchinson. But yeah, but I agree with Tony Bagala that over the last couple of minutes, as Make West Ham Great Again was saying that last few minutes we have been sitting too deep. I agree, but also it's not been the whole time. That's the thing. We've been quite far up in the Ipswich half. But over the last couple of minutes, that's I'm hoping if you're still listening, that's what you were referring to. Victoria says we can do this. That did go up, didn't it? Yeah. So Alvarez with the ball over to Wan-Bissaka on the right-hand side. And it gets cleared out for West Ham throwing. So yeah, looks like Ipswich now looking at a 4-2-3-1, and we've reverted back to the 3-1-4-2. So trying to keep maintain that two centre forwards up front idea, even though Bowen isn't a centre forward. He's an attacking midfielder. I don't care what he says. He's an attacking midfielder. Great ball over to Skulls from one side to the pitch to the other. Ball in from Skulls, but easy gather for the goalkeeper, to be fair. As Tony Gale just said, West Ham far too deep. Yeah, I literally just said it, over the last couple of minutes. Agreed. Now we're up there with Bowen, outside the box. Ward-Prowse puts the ball into the box, and Fulkrug puts it straight to the goalkeeper. So we're not deep anymore, are we? We're up the other end of the pitch. That proves my point. It's a great ball in from Prowsey, to be fair, but yeah, he just can't get his connection on it, sadly. Brain says, have the Potter out debate at the end of next season. I think is a good manager. Well said, mate. Well said. But it's fashion would say Potter out when we're not getting results. That's what people do. However, we'll talk about that in the season review on Wednesday night. So, Mavropanos over to Kilman. And long ball to try and find Fulkrug. But Fulkrug, for some reason, it's not a foul. It's not a foul. But O'Shea, he was more important. The reason why that foul's not been given, yeah, is because Fulkrug was more intent to keep O'Shea away from the ball than play the ball itself. That's why both of them went down. That's why it's not a penalty in any shape or form. He needs to learn that fucking quick, Fulkrug. He really does, because that was ridiculous play from him there. Now Hutchinson in the ball. Chaplin. Murray. Dinking around a little bit with Kajuc. Now back to Hutchinson. Via Tanzabi. Back to Tanzabi. Back to Hutchinson. Is it Murray again? Yeah. Now to O'Shea in the Ipswich half. Fulkrug jogging to... You can tackle the goalkeeper, guys. He's an outfield player. That's what Fulkrug's giving him grief for. Yeah, I mean that's the point. We're trying to put the ball up. It's just not happening for some reason. We're trying it again. Ball over to Hutchinson, crossing over the halfway line. Tanzabi. Oh, come on, Alvarez, careful there, man. It's 100% an Ipswich free kick. 100%. Ridiculous movement from there. Free kick taken quickly. And now Ward-Prowse. Wait, hang on, ref. Why take that? We're in... I mean, yes, okay. That's a foul by O'Shea and Ward-Prowse, 100%, because he's covering the ball. But at the same point, we're in possession. You just waved play on and then stop the game for it as a result of it. Honestly. Jonathan Newby says, I'd like to see Irving on for the second half. Give your reasons, mate. Give us your reasons why you think he'd be, and more importantly, who would you take off for him to be on there? So twofold really. Give us your reasons as of why, and what substitution would you make to get him on? So Wan-Bissaka to Mavropanos, crossing over the halfway line, still with the ball. Mavropanos gives a short ball to Ward-Prowse, Bowen I should say. Sorry. Now Alvarez in the Ipswich centre circle. Back to him from Tadibo. Souček. Alvarez. I think Alvarez is playing really well today, to be fair. Wan-Bissaka. Back to Alvarez. Tadibo. Kilman on the left-hand side, just crossing over. Scars back to him. Tadibo. Make West Ham good against us. Sorry, Irving isn't good enough. Again, give us your reasons. Kilman. Sorry, Mavropanos. Stupid haircut. Long ball to try and find Scars. And again, too much pace on it. Unfortunately, so it goes out for this. So as I say, guys, not being critical in any shape or form. I just want to see your thinking as to why one of you wants to see him and why one of you doesn't. I just genuinely interested to keep the conversation going. So Ipswich to make the throw in. John finishes. I'll take Alvarez off and give Irving more time on the pitch. I disagree with that one, mate. I see your thinking, but I disagree with that because I think Alvarez is is very, very pivotal out there so far. George Kerr says, take off Ward-Prowse, put on Legume. Who the hell's Legume? He's not on the bench. He's not a West Ham player. Who's Legume? Or do you mean Gilham? Gilham, I think is who you're referring to, isn't it? Surely. Skulls. Tadibo, Kilman, Wan-Bissaka. Tadibo was in their D for a second there. Alvarez with the ball in again, trying to find Ward to Souček. Bowen gets the ball. Very well, but one back by him, but nobody tracking the ball and it gets cleared as a result of it. And now Tadibo's fighting quite well, and it's a 50-50 there. Ref is quite right not to blow the whistle there. Absolutely spot on from that point of view. He's only made one mistake so far, that ref. But yeah. Victoria says, I would like to see Bowen score. 100%. Oh, get up. That was not a... Hurst, that was not a head injury at all. It's not. It's not at all. It really, really isn't. Really isn't. It's a free kick, yeah, but he doesn't hit him that hard on the back of the head, if at all, for that matter. He books him for it as a result of it. He's booked bloody... Honestly, he's booked Kilman for that. That's ridiculous. Let's have a look at the replay. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I agree. I agree, ref. I agree. Wait, camera, come on. Hello. You've been fined for weeks. You haven't done this for weeks. There you go. How many times has he been booked now? It's got to be about 11, hasn't he? About 11 times now. George Kerr says, yes. He means Guilherme. Yep. Legume. 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 Isn't that a French condiment, legume? I think. Isn't it something like that? Anyway, who cares? Tadibo. Alvarez. Kilman. Mavropanos. Tadibo. Alvarez. Wan-Bissaka to Bowen. Now to Tadibo, all in the Ipswich half. Fulker gets fouled and gets the ball away, but as a result of it, he does actually get... The attacker does get the ball, and Moray's running through. Over to Chaplin, over to Broadbed, and Souček puts it out for a throw-in. When will we see the outcome of the find out the outcome of the Paqueta case? I think it's in a couple of weeks. I think, because I know that it was being postponed and all the rest of it. Then it keeps details all of it. I think it is. Beginning of June. So I think at the end, either not the end of next week, that week after, the first week of June, I think. I'm not. It seems to be changing a lot of the time. So, but yeah, I'll keep you guys posted on it if I hear anything. But yeah, Chaplin over to Hutchinson, to Hutchinson again, crossing over into the West Ham half. Skulls keep making sure that doesn't happen. Tunzabi. And now Toast, I think you pronounced that. Broadhead. Over to Davis. Oh, sorry, Greaves, I should say. No, I was right, Greaves. Right, so ball through again, up to Hutchinson from Tunzabi. Souček gathers the ball. Alvarez crossing over the halfway line into the centre circle. Gives it to Fulkrug. Gives it to Souček. Gives it to Skulls. Crossing into the box. And he very well read there by that Ipswich midfielder by the looks of it. And it's a good ball from Ollie, to be fair. It's a good idea. But yeah, it's obvious where it's going by his body shape, unfortunately. But yeah, you can see exactly where he's trying to do it. Trying to lay it off to Bowen, but I think Bowen's angry that doesn't get the ball. So guys, come on, we're coming up to the 40th minute mark now, guys. For those that are new to the channel, that don't know this is the time for you guys to predict roughly what you think the added time for this first half is going to be. So put your predictions in the live chat. I'm thinking probably about 2, maximum 2. Between 1 and 2. I think probably just 1 actually. Just going on my instincts, going for 1. So Skulls from a good ball from Ward-Prowse. Souček. Bowen into the box. Oh, good save from the goalkeeper. Ward-Prowse tries, but again, goalkeeper saves. So he came very close. If we've had a few shots on target here, but nothing much doing as a result at the same point. But yeah, good, nice, easy saves, I should say, for the for the ref. For the ref, what am I talking about? From the for the goalkeeper. Jonathan says 18 minutes of added time. So yeah, I'm not sure if that went up or not. I'll just put it up again just to be on the safe side. Yeah, so 18 minutes of added time. I'm just downloading the graphic for half time, guys. But yeah, give us your more reasonable ideas. Brain reckons 2 minutes. Unless you're cheating again. Yeah, it won't be yet. There's only a couple of minutes behind the live clock, so yeah, it doesn't matter. Where are we? Right, so let's put Fabianski moves the ball over to Todibo on the right hand side. George reckons 4 minutes of added time. Victoria says 5 minutes of added time. All right, so Hutchinson on the ball again, down our left-hand side. Hoofing for Murray, trying to find... It gets past Skulls. And a good save from Mariota to as a result of it. It goes out for the first corner of the game. It was a great run from Tunzabi. Is that Tunzabi? Yeah, Tunzabi up to... Let's have a look at the replay here. So yeah, ball up to Hutchinson. Skulls loses his marker completely. Todibo could have done better there, to be honest with you, but a great save from Fabianski. Really good save. So they say first corner of the game. Here we go. Richard says 4 minutes and 46 seconds and 11 split seconds of added time. So now it's going to be a free kick instead to West Ham. So there we go. Fabianski with the long ball. Down. It goes out for West Ham, throwing off a Ipswich player. So yeah, I'm going to put mine in. While they're far arsing about there, I'm going to put mine in. Where are we? Added time. Where did I put it? There we go. No, that's not it. Yeah, there is. Cancel. Ding, 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 ding. We should look at this. Looks this way, gives Hammers. Look at this way, gives Hammers a break. Think about a second half. Yep, to a degree, mate. Yeah, to a degree. Some little tweaks here and there. You say, yeah, I know you meant second half, mate. Don't worry. But yeah, as I say, you know, it's just literally just yeah, there's a few little mistakes being made here, and it's not just from Ollie either. He makes a mistake there, but unfortunately, Dennis says Jimmy. What press? There you go. 1-0. There you go. Dennis with his attention seeking, wanting to be the first one to call it as usual. Mark B, hello mate. Hope you're good. All is well here as well, mate. So that makes all the difference. There's a great attack from there. Let's look at the replay. So Bowen with a dink pass over and an easy goal, to be fair, from a professional's point of view. But very good way of scoring that. Really good goal. Really good goal. There you go. So dink straight in, top right hand side. Yes. Ipswich fans not happy, and who cares? Because they should be unhappy. But yeah, very happy with that. With that great build up as well, for that matter. So yeah, so let me put up there as well, for that matter. Away score. So yeah, now as things stand, let's have a look, guys. Let's have a look at what the scores are doing. So yeah, quite a lot of 1-0s around here at the minute. Fabianski with the long ball. So the newer ones, obviously, are ourselves. Arsenal are 1-0 over Southampton. So as it stands at the moment, let's look at how the table's standing, because at the end of the day, it doesn't make much of a difference. We are 14th and Spurs are 15th as it stands at the moment. Hudson over from Tunzabi, and a good clearance out by Mavropanos, I think. Yeah, Mavropanos, by the look of that haircut. So Mark says, yeah. John says, yes, get in. Victoria says, yes, we scored. Will we keep attacking? Well, yeah, for the next couple of minutes, whatever's going to be on the added time. And then probably in the second half, we'll probably try and get a couple of more, unless we try and get another goal here. Bone to Ward-Prowse. Come on, what's the added time? Come on, there's enough time for you guys to say. Tadibo. Mavropanos. Back to Tadibo. Alvarez. 2 minutes. 2 minutes of added time. So, Brain, you smashed it, mate. 2 minutes. Where are we there? Boom. So yeah, it's a good goal. Good build up. Nice little back. I say nice little back heel from Bowen up to Ward-Prowse. Very good. Richard says, don't forget tiny seconds. They forget about refs. Do that. Don't think the boards are that technologically advanced there, mate. And almost a good attack there, but broke down, sadly. Again cleared. That's my only issues. Our second balls, and once again, this has been for the last 20 odd years, to be fair, but our second ball attempts are really fucking bad. Really bad. I mean, Ipswich are more switched on than we are when it comes to second balls, or indeed intercepting long passes as well, for that matter. They're a lot more switched on. That's what I'm saying. That I was saying earlier in the stream. It's like, you know, I feel sorry for them. I really do, because they shouldn't be in that position. They really shouldn't. Excuse me. So long ball back, and there we go. Kilman to passing it back to Fabianski. Ramasaka up to from Kilman. From Avrapanos, I should say. There's 51 people watching. Thank you guys. Come on, hit that like button, because you're obviously staying around quite a lot. You guys seem to be enjoying what's going on here. So Martinez red card at Villa, says Brain. So yeah, just before, because now it's half time. So that before we have that, let's have a catch up on all the scores in the Premier League. So Bournemouth 0, Leicester 0, Fulham 0, Man City 1. Ipswich, actually, hang on. Let's do it this way. Let's do it the old way. Bournemouth 0, Leicester 0, Fulham 0, Manchester City 0, Ipswich 0, West Ham 1, Liverpool 0, Crystal Palace 1, Man United 0, Aston Villa 0, Newcastle 0, Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 0, Chelsea 0, Southampton 0, Arsenal 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Brighton Hove Albion 0, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Brentford 1. See you after the break.
Sing for me sweet lullabies. Bright nights of everlasting darksome days. Bright nights and wearing the stain you made of me. And I wait and I wait and I wait and I wait for the bright nights to lead my way through the maze. Perfect summer is over in a flash and you're on your way. But some part of me is hoping for tonight. It's not too late. My mind says yes, you've been here for quite some time. But my heart tells me you should stay a little while. Are we at the end or are we at the start? 129 beats per minute from my heart. Anywhere with you is where I long to roam. Night or day, I'm taking you all the way. 'Cause my heart screams, let me carry you. Bright lights and colors. Love is for the ones who dares to wait. No use in running when all I really want is to make you stay. Night says yes, you've been here for quite some time. But my heart tells me you should stay a little while. Are we at the end or are we at the start? 129 beats per minute from my heart. Anywhere with you is where I long to roam. Night or day, I'm taking you all the way. 'Cause my heart screams, let me carry you home. marks and scars. I'll brush you up just like the dust upon my shoulder. I have a hunch of who you are. Believe it or not, I got the strength to blow you over. I'm a hurricane, I'm bringing thunder and rain. I'm a hurricane if you get in my way. I'm a hurricane, always on top of my game. I'm a hurricane, I'm trying to get in my way. Hurricane, I'm bringing thunder and rain. I'm a hurricane if you get in my way. I'm a hurricane, always on top of my game. I'm a hurricane, I'm trying to get in my way. I'm a hurricane, I'm bringing thunder and rain. I'm a hurricane if you get in my way. I'm a hurricane, always on top of my game. I'm a hurricane, I'm trying to get in my way. Hurricane, I'm bringing thunder and rain. I'm a hurricane if you get in my way. I'm a hurricane, always on top of my game. I'm a hurricane, I'm trying to get in my
What about that? There we go. Sounds back. Come on, it's because I moved the microphone. That's the problem, you see. Went up with that. So yeah, we are literally one subscriber away. And thank you to everybody that has subscribed to the channel so far today. Most of you guys have come back. Most of you guys have come back that are able to. Sorry, most of you guys that subscribe to the channel I've literally done it this afternoon. So thank you very much to that. But yeah, we are one subscriber away, and I know you guys can hear me now. So it's all good. Rock and roll. Back to normal, yada yada yada. So what's going on? Right. So yeah. Right, so let's get back to the game, shall we? So apologies for that technical issue, but it always happens on this channel. There's always something that screws it all up. So you guys can hear me now. Yes, 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 yes. Hello, 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 hello. Right, so ball back to Kilman over to So Mavropanos over to Debo. Now down to Wan-Bissaka. To Debo, back to Fabianski. Thank you, Victoria. Much appreciated. I say it's literally because I moved that microphone when I did this, the old school, what is now final score way of doing the scores. So yeah, so it's completely my fault. Trying to make things a little bit funny, it screwed it all up as a result of it. So yeah, good save from the goalkeeper, the Ipswich goalkeeper there, because Ollie Scholes has tried to put it on target and has done pretty well, to be fair. Did well. Would have been great for him to get a goal in his debut season, but it's not to be as it stands at the moment. Yeah. So ball up to Davis, and it goes out for throw in. Now Ward-Prowse to Debo, to Mavropanos, back to Debo. Alvarez, back to Alvarez from Bowen by the looks of it. Down to Ward-Prowse on the right hand side, going into the middle. Do you know what he had? James Ward-Prowse, there's an animation up on the channel that I'm watching this game. I don't know if you guys got to see it or not, but it said on the animation that he's had the James Ward-Prowse has had 97% pass completion accuracy in that first half. That's incredible. Wan-Bissaka, Bowen to nobody. He's trying to find Fulkrug. It was sitting in too shallow by the looks of it. Now Ipswich are on the counter attack as a result of it. Down with Broadhead on the left hand side. Tadebo tracking him. Davies gets the ball, and Tadebo just about keeps the ball in. Is having a fight with Broadhead, but wins it and gets it to Fulkrug in the middle of the pitch. Wan-Bissaka to Mavropanos, and to Kilman. Over to Scholes. Now to Kilman. She's like from Mavropanos. Scholes back to Kilman. Back to Mavropanos over to Debo. Wan-Bissaka. Ward-Prowse back to Wan-Bissaka. Bowen to Ward-Prowse, crossing over the halfway line, running in the middle of the pitch, going for it, passes to Fulkrug on the right hand side. Fulkrug going into the box. Bowen, Souček, and an easy bounce to the goalkeeper. But that could have been a brilliant team goal if Souček had been able to get the angle on it better. That could have been absolutely fantastic then. Really could have been. For those that are watching the game, guys, do you agree? So, as Brains just said, yep, it's now 1-1 at Shite Hart Lane. Brighton have just scored, so the goal scorers in that game is Solanke from the penalty spot on the 17th minute. Not a goal to celebrate, mate, as it was on Wednesday night or Thursday night, whatever it was. And Hinshelwood, Hinshelwood with the equaliser on the 51st. So other than that, everything's still exactly as it was at half time. So Ipswich breaking in, but Scholes is holding his ground with Hutchinson. Very, very good play. Now to Nazabi. Back to Hutchinson. The ball in from Hutchinson. Very speculative. But Davies gets a touch on it and an easy save from Fabianski there. And long ball up to Fulkrug. But it gives it away, unfortunately. And Bowen didn't really seem bothered to get it, to be fair. And now, once again, Broadhead running into the box. And 1-0. That's a good goal from Ipswich, to be fair. That is a really, really good goal. That is good. That is good. I'll give him credit for that. He absolutely took his opportunity. Really, really did take his opportunity there. Make West Ham great again. So we'll be cheering on Pablo Fornals on Wednesday, of course. Yeah, for the Europa League final. So the Europa Conference League, I should say, final. Honestly, it's such a good. You can argue that's a mistake from Fulkrug And then you see that, and he's right. So looking at it from the West Ham perspective now. Ball down to Broadhead. Todibo getting in, but nobody really trying to defend it anyway. Todibo tracks him the entire time, to be fair, but couldn't get him, and Fabianski gets a touch on it as well, for that matter. And Brain's just giving us an update saying Chelsea have scored, excuse me, as well. So let's have a look at that there. So where are we? So yeah, 1-0 away at Forest. Make West Ham great against his Todibo out. It's actually Fulkrug's error, mate, there, unfortunately. Fulkrug's at fault in the build-up to that, because he gives the ball away and nobody defends it properly. That's the problem. Todibo makes the error, but Kilman's tracking back rather than trying to intercept it. Big, wide space. Where's Mavropanos? 1-0. Do you know what I mean? That's the bigger picture there, fella. Saying it's not Todibo's fault. He's partly to blame, but it's not actually his fault. It was a collective defending error there. Really is a collective defending error. But it's a great strike. Great strike. We're 15th as it stands on goal difference with Wolves as a result of that. Tony Gale, ex-pro centre-back, slates Todibo. Yeah, well, other ex-pros love him. It means nothing. That's an agenda there. He even said in the first half he's still got decisions to make. Victoria says we've got to win. It'd be nice to keep it to the 14th, 100%. But Gale also said in the first half, you know, he's still learning as a defender. He said that for both Skulls as well as Todibo. Bowen on the right-hand side. And he gets a free throwing off Broadhead and he gives it straight to Ward-Prowse. And he gives it to Bowen. Wan-Bissaka back to Bowen. Bowen goes for goal. 2-1! What a goal that is! What a goal that is! Absolutely superb. Honestly. Fantastic. Oh, no, I wish. Fantastic strike. Absolutely fantastic strike. And as he's saying there, boom, Bowen with another goal of the season contender. Absolutely agreed. Get him, Bowen. Says make West Ham great again. Says Bowen is class. Yep, so we're back to 14th now with that strike. And Brain says Southampton have scored. Yep, let's go back to the steps. Yep, they have indeed. It's 1-1 against Arsenal at the Southampton Stadium. I can't remember what it's called now. So yep. So just as a recap: Bournemouth 0, Leicester 0, Fulham 0, Manchester City 1, Ipswich 1, West Ham United 2. Get in, you boys. Come on, you Irons. Liverpool 0, Crystal Palace 1. Great strike. Goalkeeper had no chance. Man United 0, Aston Villa 0. Newcastle 0, Everton 0, Nottingham Forest 0, Chelsea 1, Southampton 1, Arsenal 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Brighton 1, Wolves 0, Brentford 1. Great game, second half excitement, says Richard. Actually, thank you, Brain. Yes, St Mary's, 100%. Yeah, and come on, you Irons, says Brain. So yeah. So yeah, excellent. What honestly, 2 goals in pretty much 2 or 3 minutes. Guys, we smashed it. 3,241. Thank you, and please do keep those subscribers actually there. Don't just subscribe because I asked you to and then unsubscribe later. Please do just keep it going. So literally, Broadhead on the 52nd minute and Bowen on the 53rd. Sorry, 55th. So 2.5, 3 minutes between the two. Wan-Bissaka with the assist for Bowen's goal. So Bowen's gotten a goal and an assist this game. Man of the match all day long from that point of view. And Kalishi got the assist for Broadhead's goal. Not Todibo before West Ham great. Make West Ham great again, says it. Right, so Bowen. Back to Bowen from the Ipswich player. All over the bleeding shop at the minute. Jonathan says just 12 more goals West Ham need. Well, mate, to be honest, looking at the table, fella, to get some any credence on it, because Spurs are still the only team in the bottom 8 that are on a plus goal difference. We need a 17 to get to 0. It'd be great if we did it, but of course it's not going to happen. But yeah. Bowen, ball in and ball cleared out, but Wan-Bissaka gathers. Bowen. Alvarez gives the ball away. Let's switch on the counter now as a result of it. Just waiting to hear make West Ham great again. Say Alvarez out next. And Wan-Bissaka pushes over Davies for no reason whatsoever. Just frustration, I think, more than anything else. Is he going to get booked for that? So thank you, Billy Dunsmuir and Comrade Chinchilla for your subscriptions. As you can see, the icon there. Where is it? There you go. Thank you very much, guys, for subscribing. Make West Ham great again. Says amazes me the top sides don't want to sign Bowen. He can't. He's a long-term contract. Liverpool have been floating around the last few years, but he's our main man. So 52 people watching. Thank you very much for sticking around with us for this length of time. And we are now on 3,243. Thank you to everybody that's subscribed. Really, really do appreciate it. You may be asking yourself, or shouting at the screen for that matter, if you have subscribed today and that animation hasn't come up and you're wondering why, it's because you have your viewing settings in terms of subscription numbers. If you have your settings hidden that you're subscribed to a channel, the animation won't come up. That's why. It's been a long time. But yeah, honestly, you guys have been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal support today. 11 people have subscribed in the last 24 hours. Really, really do appreciate it. Just having a replay of Murray's goal, and again a great save there from Fabianski just before the hour mark. But yeah, thank you everybody. It's you guys make this channel, not just me. I know Luke likes to say that from the West Ham world now that they're calling themselves now, but genuinely, you guys really do help make these channels what they are on YouTube. So thank you very much to everybody that has been with us throughout the entire season, and thank you to all the new visitors as well for that matter. And I hope you stay around for a lot longer, because there's still plenty more to come from this channel. Believe me, there's still more stuff to come. Obviously, for example, we'll be doing the England watch-alongs as well for that matter in a couple of weeks. We'll be doing that. Commuter traffic pending, of course. But yeah, we'll be doing that as well. And obviously, I'll keep you guys updated with the transfer stuff. Dennis and I hopefully will on Wednesday night we'll be doing the season review as well for that matter. So yeah, loads of stuff still to come, guys. Honestly, loads of stuff still to come. And I say, because if that new system that I'm going to be using to do the conversation with Dennis works, then a lot of more people are going to be coming back on this channel. Honestly, I like getting people to contribute. That's why I always ask you guys to get engaged in the chat as much as possible. And you guys make this channel brilliant. You really have done. So let's make JPWHU TV great again. Huh? John Finubi says, ole, 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 ole. So yeah, we are back to 14th. 2 points above Wolves, 3 points above Man United, and now 4 points above Spurs, which means, yeah, doesn't mean anything actually, but yeah. The free kick taken by Ipswich, headed out by Kilman. Shame we couldn't keep a clean sheet again today. Would have been quite good. But no, I'm not gonna jinx it by doing what I'm about to do. Davis and some great defending there from Souček on Davis's ball, and Alvarez clears it nicely, brilliantly done. Brain says, if Bowen changed his name to Bowenowski, lots of clubs would be after him. Aladici, innit? That whole Aladici stuff. And we've got Fulkrug. No, Bowen's down, holding his knee. Oh no, sorry, Mavropanos. Sorry, couldn't see his number. Mavropanos. So Mavropanos is holding his right knee. So, guys, nice time to... I was going to ask you guys around about this anyway. I always ask about the hour mark. Substitutions. Right, so as a reminder, we've got Areola, Soufal, Creswell, Ings, Irving, Kudus, Guilherme, Rodriguez, and Paquetá on the bench. Yeah, it's a self-inflicted movement of his knee. Yeah, as Tony Gale saying, I was literally about to say the same thing. It looks like an ACL problem or something like that. It's certainly ligaments. He's holding his back of his calf, which would imply the physio holding the back of his calf, which would imply it's a ligament thing. So would you bring on Creswell or Soufal for Mavropanos to make sure, or would you drop him out and sit as a flat back four? What, give us your thoughts on this, guys. Would you keep the 3-5 formation, or would you flat it on the back four? Dennis says, well, that's Mavropanos out injured until after deadline day and therefore unable to be sold. Injured for the first of the two, Dennis, because remember there's two transfer windows this time round. That short one for the Club World Cup and then the main one afterwards. Brighton score 2-1 over Spurs by the looks of it. Yeah, absolutely spot on. Second goal by Hinselwood as well. Jonathan says I'd go for a back four. Brains to Spurs are shite. Make West Ham great again. Ings should come on to say goodbye to the fans for his fantastic service to the club. Mate, he irritated the fuck out of me that he wasn't there for the Forest game. He did, irritated the hell. Honestly, so angry about that. It was unreal. Absolutely unreal. But yeah, so our options really, from a defensive point of view, is either taking him out and going for a back four and putting someone like Ings on as make West Ham great again, as joking about, or Guilherme as I think who said it earlier? Who said it earlier? Where are we? George Kerr saying bring on Guilherme instead of Legume. Not going to be able to forget that. That was brilliant. That was. I know he didn't mean it in the way it came over, but that was too funny. It really was too funny. So, guys, what substitutions would you make at this point? 25 minutes to go. Richard's Adventures. Liverpool to lose is want to wind up my Liverpool friend, as he always says my teams are terrible. Peter Carabot, welcome, mate. Says Creswell on for Mavropanos. It could happen. Could happen as the left-sided centre-back. Jonathan Newby says bring on Irving and Guilherme. So who's the other substitution, mate? So free kick for Ipswich. Ball in, shit ball, absolutely terrible free kick taken there by their number 5. What are you doing? There, you twat. There you go. By Morsey. Peter Carabot says surely merits a last 25 minutes for us. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Not disagreeing with you at all. Richard Adventures, I want to see Creswell on as well. Yeah. Falkirk offside by the looks of it. So Greaves. Back to Greaves. From Morsey, I think that is. Broadhead. Back to Greaves. O'Shea. Tuzami. Morizzi. O'Shea. Tunabi. Oh, sorry. Tunzabi. Yeah, Tunzabi. Fucking what? Davis. Through to Broadhead. Just outside the box. Tracking back a little bit and Cajuste. Greaves. Cajuste. From Morsey. Back to Greaves again. O'Shea. Over to Anzabi, or how you pronounce it. You know what I'm talking about. Brain says, great to see Sunderland in the Premier League. Yep, 2 derbies next season. The North East Derby and the Family Derby. Because the other half of my family are from Sunderland. Hence my sister's wedding up there. Sam, hello. Wow, okay, 5 away from 3,250. You guys have been amazing. Honestly, superb. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying this. I'm not using the aerial that I bought, unfortunately, because that having a computer on completely interferes with the indoor aerial, unfortunately. So I'll be streaming the England games like I'm streaming this now, sadly. But yeah, guys, honestly, so impressed with your support today. Literally today, or the last few weeks as well, for that matter. So let's have a look. Brain says Everton score. So just as the substitution's going to be made, looks like Kudus is coming on. Yeah, Kudus is coming on. So Bournemouth 0, Leicester 0 still. Fulham 0, Man City 1. So George Hurst is coming off for... So George Hurst has come off and Liam Delap is coming on. And Chaplin is going off and Clark is coming on for him. So yeah, Fulham 0, Man City 1. Ipswich 1, West Ham 2, Liverpool 0, Crystal Palace 1, Man United 0, Aston Villa 0, Newcastle 0, Everton 1, Nottingham Forest 0, Chelsea 1, Southampton 1, Arsenal 1, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Brighton 2 as it was earlier, and Wolves 0, Brentford 0. Brentford 1. Putting Villa in the Champions League, says Brain. Absolutely. Jerry O'Neill says, you are John. What's John? You are. What the hell's that mean? How's life? All right, mate. Going well, thank you. Declan Duffy, hello. Jerry O'Leary says that badge looks a bit wonky there. Which one? There's 3. Well, 5 technically. 6 technically. Which one? George says, bring on Paquetá and Guilherme. On the shirt, obviously. Yeah, it's just honestly, it's just the way I'm sitting at the moment. Because as I say, you look at it, it's like that with it's just the way I'm sitting, mate. Sadly, that's just the way it is. So Curtis is going to come up. Yeah, as I say, Curtis is coming on by the looks of it. I'm guessing from Avrapanos. Jerry Leary says, Potter in or Potter out, JP. You'll find out next week. You'll find out next week. Okay, so right, so a bit of a header ball going on a minute, and Falker getting flattened, but apparently still allowed to be played on. George Kerr says bring on Irving as well. So again, substitutions, George. Who for? So Paquetá for who? Guilherme for who? And Irving for who? Jonathan Eby says, completely relevant to the conversation. I can smell a good roast dinner in my house. Well, good. Nice to know. Show off. So here we go. Ollie Scars is coming off. And Soufal is coming on. And Fulkrug is coming off. And Kudus is coming on. So it looks like Bowen's going to be pushed up front. Bowen's going to be pushed up to in the solo striker role. So yeah, it looks like we're going for keeping the... Looks like we're keeping the formation by the looks of it. Just Wan-Bissaka going out to the left-hand side as a result. So yeah, this is 2 substitutions made. So the 3 left over if needed. So 4 away from 3,250 now. So looks all right now. Badge looks right now, Jerry, doesn't it? Right, there's an article up on Sky Sports' website saying Spurs aiming to avoid unwanted records. Not a lot's really going around at the moment, guys. Just a bit of passing around. A 17th or 16th place would be their lowest finish since promotion to top flight in 1978, surpassing their 15th place finish in the 91-92 and 93-94 seasons. Whatever the result, Spurs will set club records for fewest points and most defeats in a Premier League season. Defeat for Spurs would make them the first side in top flight history to lose 22 games in a 38-game season and not be relegated. A 22nd league defeat of the season would equal the all-time club record for the most defeats in a league season, minus 22 in the 1934-35 season when they finished bottom of the top flight. Defeat would set a new club record for the most home defeats in a Premier League season, 10. And Spurs could break the record. Good clearance from Soufal there. Spurs could break the record for the lowest position any team has ever finished in a Premier League season with a positive goal difference. We kind of hinted at that earlier. The record is held by Man City, who finished 16th in the 2003-04 season with a +1 goal difference. Shows how long ago that one. Spursy setting records, says Brain. Absolutely agree, mate. Absolutely agree. And not all the good ones as well, for that matter. So, like I said, you know, if the bottom three teams hadn't been so shit this season, we could have been in a relegation fight. Spurs could have been in a relegation fight. Wolves could have been in a relegation fight. Man United would have been in a relegation fight. Yeah. Would have been an interesting season for all the wrong reasons, for lots of things. So Bournemouth has scored over Leicester 1-0. Man City have scored 2 now over Fulham. Everything else is as is. So I asked in the preview, will we finish 14th? And it's looking, we're 15 minutes away from that. It's looking very possible. Very, very possible. With a -17 goal difference. The highest goal difference outside the bottom three. That shows you how shit we've been. Even Everton are now on a -2 goal difference. Wolves are -15. And Man United are -2. Sorry, a -12. And Spurs, as I say, are now +1 because they're 2-1 down. It's unreal, isn't it? Absolutely unreal. Right, Clark coming in. Morsi. Over to O'Shea. Tanzabi. Back to Tanzabi from, I'm guessing that's Clark. Because the commentator's saying fuck all. That's Hutchinson. Well done. Thanks for remembering there's 11 men out there, you dozy cunt. Tadibo. What? No! No way. Nah, I'm not having that, ref. I'm not having that. I can't. I don't think he hits him at all in the head whatsoever. It's a coming together, granted, but nah, man, not for me. Let's have a look. We can see the replay of it. Of course not. Yeah. Yeah, it's Alvarez's knee. It's not his head or any. You know, it's a coming together. Doesn't deserve a free kick. It really doesn't deserve a free kick. And I'm not happy about next season's kit being pretty much exactly the same as this kit, but a slightly different colour. Just don't sell them. Don't sell it. It's wasting people's money again. So Broadhead coming off. Is Kajust as well, for that matter. So Taylor's coming on for Kajust. And Zamodic is coming on for Taylor. For Broadhead. So yeah. There you go. There we go. Right, so Ipswich goalkeeper back in possession. George Kerr says Kilman, Ward-Prowse and Soucek for his substitution. Yeah, so Paquetá, Guilherme, and where's your other one? Who was the other one you said you were going to come out there? And Irving for Kilman, Ward-Prowse and Soucek. Yeah, I can see that thinking. And it goes out for a goal kick. So, yeah. Okay, so guys, there's not really that much to talk about at the moment, other because it's just substitutions for the next few minutes. Ball's passing around from goalie to goalie, but that's it. Nothing else is really happening. Do you know what I mean? It's just like there's ball being up this way and the other, and then ball rolls out, and because the size of the pitch, it looks like Paquetá's going to come on for his swan song. And it sounds like Rodriguez is warming up as well, for that matter. Brain says Newcastle just need to draw. In other words, to ensure Champions League football, because as it stands at the moment, they're 6th. So either way, looks like they're playing in the Europa League by the looks of it. So yeah, here we go. So Ward-Prowse is coming off for Rodriguez, and Alvarez is coming off for Paquetá. United says Brain says United have scored, absolutely. 76th minute against a 10-men Villa from Diallo. Shouldn't be that difficult for Man United to do that. All just no disrespect to Villa, but it's 10 men. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. So there we go. And again, goes to the goalkeeper. Goes to the Ipswich goalkeeper as a result of it. Okay, so right, let's get a bit more serious on this one now. So a lot of pressure. Not really giving a lot of pressure on the Ipswich players now. Really, just Greaves. Hoofball by Morsey by the looks of it. Delap tracing down Mavropanos, but Mavropanos holding his ground. Mavropanos has been booked as a result of it. I don't think there's much wrong with that, to be honest, guys. I really, really don't, right? Because he's just holding his ground. I mean, and quite rightly so, because he pushes. Because once it comes through, Delap just barges him out of the way, and that's the reason why. And actually gets his leg as well, for that matter. So fair play to Mavropanos for actually staying on the pitch to begin with that knee problem, and just. Delap just loses his head, and quite rightly so gets booked. Quite rightly so. Tufal not sure where he put that ball. And Kilman puts it out for an Ipswich throw-in. Okay, so just as a reminder, guys, for those that because in a few minutes we're gonna be talking about substitution added minutes. Oh, that was a close attempt there from that's why I mean Clark went quiet then, for a really good attempt from Clark to try and make it 2-2. Just an inch or so wide from the throw-in, because absolutely gets the ball from the throw-in, spins Rodriguez, absolutely goes through everybody, and a great ball. And again, Kilman just fucking ball watching as usual. Tadibo gets involved as well, for that matter. Mavropanos tries to stand his ground, but yeah, Kilman doesn't get anywhere near it in any shape or form. So Brain says Unai Emery has lost his head. Thanks for the update. Not really relevant. I'm looking at that. It's really minute. I'm guessing he's not happy with the way the goal scored by the sounds of things. Richards eventually says Hammers another goal would be nice. It would be, to be honest, mate. But as I say, let's just have a recap, which is just as Clark's going on again. Mavropanos holds his ground, and goalie, quite rightly so, was a corner. I'd take him, to be honest with you. I'd take him. Jerry O'Leary says, JP, what are the rumours that you're deleting the channel? Are the rumours true that you're deleting the channel? No, it's not. I've never said I ever would. Never said I ever would. Not for this coming season anyway. I'm not renewing my season ticket for next season, so we're doing home and away live streams, but that's it. Ball in. And Tadebo clears the ball just. But yeah, as I say, in honestly, the way that this Clark kid is playing, I know you can't judge him, any player, on for the last 5-6 sort of minutes, whatever the length of time he's been on the pitch for. Let's have a look. Let's just double check how long he's been on for. So yeah, he's been on for just under a quarter of an hour. So yeah, doesn't, you know, but I like his tenacity. He's really given some. He's really given Ipswich some buoyancy. Richard Adventures in Liverpool. Gravenbach has on the 68 minutes got a red card. Jerry O'Leary says, so you're not going to the home games next season. How will Sullivan afford to pay for his missus' new boob job? Some unlucky sod's going to take my place. That's it. Oh, the other rumour is true, though. Heard the whispers, but not sure if I can trust you anymore, John. Those things would be unforgivable. Well, if they're rumours, rumour isn't fact, and I've no idea what you're talking about. Liverpool has scored, says Victoria. So, yeah, 1-1. So, Mo Salah. Nice to hear a commentator saying the right things in terms of pronunciation. So, Jerry, I know where you're trying to... Declan, I know where you're trying to lead this through. But see, I know, as I say, I know where you're trying to lead with it, mate, and it's just not happening. Rumours aren't fact. Rumours are gossip. Yeah? That's why I don't do transfer rumours on this channel. Never have done, never will, because it's gossip. And gossip isn't fact. This channel, we only talk about facts most of the time. There's opinions, of course, which aren't facts. But, yeah, I like to talk about something that is possible, is the possibility of happening, aka a fee being agreed and a medical being happening. When I hear about medical happening, that's when we put the videos up talking about the geezer. But that's it. That's it. Victoria says, you are funny, JP. Thank you. So, look at that. Right, so where are we? So, Ipswich still on the ball. Okay, so coming up to the last 4 minutes, guys. What are you thinking on added time? So, let's recap. We've had there's been 4 substitutions for Ipswich. And we've had 4 substitutions for West Ham. So, that's a 4 minutes minimum on top of that. So, Kudus. Rodriguez running on the right-hand side, on the right side of the box. Ball in to Kudus. Kudus goes, yes! 3-0! 3-1. Let's have it. Have some of that. But honestly, I'm so elated that Kudus has scored. That is such a good goal. And he doesn't even celebrate because maybe doesn't even believe it when in the back of the net. But yeah, so look at this run. It's a great run. Gives it over to Rodriguez on the right-hand side. Puts it back to him. Clips his left foot. Great corner. Great ball in. Smashes it. 3-1. Done. Jonathan says 34 minutes and 50 seconds. Which is, oh yes, goal. Declan says, if Souček scores, my £450 bet comes in. Pray for me, JP. It's possible. It's possible. He's still on the pitch, mate, so anything's possible. Absolutely anything's possible. So Mozzie's come off, and Lolongu, I think you pronounced that, has come on. Brain says Brighton Pen, 3-1. Jerry O'Leary says, JP, you should get the guitar out. Ha ha, sing It's Better People again. I don't think I actually did that. I did an Oasis. I did Round Our Way, if I remember correctly, but I didn't do It's Better People, I don't think. But yeah, that is one of my favourite all-time Oasis B-sides, that. It really genuinely is. Sufal, back guitar, loses the ball. Clark's on the run again. Good ball over. And how does he miss from there? How does Hutchinson miss from there? He's been phenomenal for Ipswich. Absolutely brilliant, but he misses an easy sitter. He did a bit better people after the Manchester United Carabao Cup. Yes, actually, no insight. You've remembered. Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, that's fine. I just generally don't remember singing it. That's a long time ago, unfortunately. But yeah, that's a long, long time ago. So come on, guys. What's your added time thoughts? I'm thinking 6 minutes added time. Do it, John. Make us happy, fella. I'd love to, but that's guitar is the only one I've got here that actually has enough strings, and even that's broken, so I can't, I'm afraid. So, come on, guys. Give us your predicted added time. Good punch-out save from Clark, and gets cleared. That was a good attempt. O'Shea to... Oh, that's a good... Suchek getting fouled there. Victoria reckons 10 minutes of added time. So as I say, I'm thinking 6. I'm thinking 6 minutes of added time. Give us your predictions, guys. I'm thinking 6. Barry Baird, hello mate. Just got home. Have a nice summer, mate. Thanks for clocking in. Creswell's coming on. It's definitely going to be 6 added minutes now. Coming on for Tadebo. 7 minutes. I was close. 7 minutes. So nobody's got it because nobody put it in. So 7 added minutes of added time. It'd be nice if that actually went on, wouldn't it? There you go. So yeah, great to see Creswell come out just that last time. So everybody that is deserves a last minute, a final minute applause is out there. Sufal, Fabianski, and Creswell. Ings doesn't deserve it, especially after last week. Does not deserve to be there at all. So Ipswich, I say, and this is the reason why I said in the preview, and I said at the start of this game before I even started, I feel sorry for Ipswich. They've got a good side here. They've got good players. They've just not been able to hit the target properly. They've not been able to coordinate it. They've got some good. It's an unbalanced squad, and I think they're going to be brilliant in the championship. I think they're going to have an absolute whale of a time. I don't think they're coming up at this time next season. I don't think they will be, but it's good. Producers, directors, the commentators that you've helped out down the years, you are the perfect gentleman, and you've got to enjoy your retirement. That's really nice of what Tony Gale is saying about the main commentator. I forget who's the commentator, but he's retiring at the end of the season in the same way that what Motson did as well. And Gale's just been actually saying how much of a pleasure he is to work with, and that's lovely. Which said, oh my God, 7 minutes of added time. Yep, I said about 6. Not your 30 that you were hoping for. I mean, Victoria was close to it. Yeah, Victoria came the closest out of us. I said 6, so technically I was the closest, but in terms of not being here, yeah. I mean, I say, because you said 10. I mean, as I said 6, so technically I'm the closest. But out of everybody that bothered to answer and try not to troll me in the live chat, you were the closest one of it. Because it's either you. I mean, even Richard went extra times as 2 minutes in the second. Hasn't paid attention to the doesn't, you know, even Richard, who loves to say like 18 minutes and all that bollocks and 33 seconds, wasn't paying attention when I said about the amount of substitutions that were going on. And good save from a Taylor attempt from Fabianski there. Really good save from him. So literally 4 minutes left. Declan, it takes more than that, mate. It takes more than that. Brain says 4-1. So let's have a look. Let's just have a catch up of the. Let's have a catch up of the. So Bournemouth 2, Leicester 0. City are still beating Fulham 2-0 away. 3-1 to West Ham away. Liverpool Palace is still 1-1. Man United 2-0 over Villa. Newcastle 1-0 down to Everton at home. Chelsea 1-0 away, winning at Forest. Southampton are 2-1 now. So Arsenal are 2-1 at Southampton. Brighton 4-1 at Spurs, and it's still 1-1. It's 1-1 at Brentford. Wolves Brentford. Tony Lee, hello mate. Striker West Ham, the boy from Celtic and Japan. Yeah, is out of contract, but yeah, I talked about him. So yeah, it will be announced at the start of June, but I think he's going straight into the academy if I remember correctly. I know who you're talking about. I can't remember his name, but I do remember what that guy. But yeah, as I say, because it was all announced back in January. We talked about it back in January. But yeah, I'll be surprised if he comes through straight away. To be honest with you, I'll be surprised. He breaks into the first team, but you never know. You never know. Depends what happens with Fulcrook. But yeah, so as it stands, guys, we are 14th. So £21 million for finishing 14th. And as Brain is just saying now, Spurs are ending the season on a -1 goal difference. Where are you? And Colin Ginger says Cummings. Yeah, I think that's the kid's name. I can't 100% remember. But yeah, we're into the last few dying seconds now, guys. Brain says congratulations for 14th. It's mental how that feels. And congratulations for 17th, mate. Stayed up with 13 points left. and we stayed up with 18 points left. There you go, guys. Full time. Thank you very much for everybody that's been watching. Really do appreciate it. As I say, we'll be live on Wednesday evening for the season review. So we'll talk about it. You and I will talk about it with Dennis being our guest. But yeah, Tony says, cheers, mate. Be good to the new midfielders. Strong African. We need up the hammers. Thank you, mate. Jonathan says, see you next live stream, Lord JP. Mark says, thanks, mate. Thank you, mate. And Brain says, see you later. Yeah, guys, enjoy the rest of your bank holiday weekend. I hope you have a cracker. And yeah, more to come from this channel very, very soon. All the best now. Take care.